Good morning, everyone. Today's reading is going to be a little bit different. I have 3 cards laid out here. I'm going to pick up the camera so you can see the 3 cards clearly and let you choose your card, and then we'll get started. All right, here we go. All right, if you have not picked your card, please pause the video and do so. But if you have, that's great. Skip to your timestamp below, and I'm going to get started with my pile or card number 1s. All right, so this card, as you can see, is someone free falling. This is a dream card. This is about the dreams, dream interpretation. This is a dream interpretation deck. So some of you may actually have this dream of free falling, okay, which clearly means something in the dream interpretation world, which I'm sure you've probably looked up. But we want to see what the spirit guides have to say about this dream and why you're having it, okay? If you're having it, usually when people have this type of dream, it's a recurring dream. And recurring dreams are trying to get a message across to you. So yes, there's the dream interpretation, which usually has a little bit more to do with our psychological state when we're dreaming. You know, this one would say that you are feeling insecure, have anxiety, feel out of control, all those things. And that's probably true. What we want to know is, what is the message that the guides want to get across to you that will help you shift these feelings and move forward in life, okay? So even if you don't have the dream, if you're attracted to this card, it means something, okay? So this idea of free falling is what we're looking at. And we're going to start with the spirit message cards I hear. All right. So let's start with that. And we can see what they're trying to get across to you, why you're having this dream, possibly repeatedly, or why you are attracted to this card, okay? So the message they want to give you in relationship to these feelings that this card indicates you may be having is believe. The force that works through your soul, determining what's possible or impossible, the difference between success over failure, and above all, who you are, is the power of your belief. Okay. I hear there's a couple more cards to come, and then we'll talk about it in its entirety. So there's, okay, this one that turned over is for sure. Oh, look at that, gratitude. Life is one big continuous circle of giving and receiving energy. Be thankful for who and what is in your life. Instead of complaining about what you don't have, if you focus on gratitude, you'll start to attract prosperity and abundance. Okay, so yeah, they're giving us some very good advice on how to shift this energy that we are feeling here. All right, that's attracting us to that card or causing us to have this dream repeatedly. And then look at that, breathe. The breath is the vital bridge between your body and soul. It is the connection between the inside and outside, connecting you to the universe, spirit, and the divine source. The breath permeates your entire being with prana, which is the same life-giving force that nourishes everything in the universe. Okay. All right. And this is so true because I don't know if you noticed, but when I'm connecting, I often take a deep breath in and a deep breath out, and that helps me connect. So it is so true. So, okay, so now we can look at this interpretation here. Okay, falling in a dream is a clear sign that some situation or relationship is out of your control. Okay, the key theme of this dream is insecurity. It may seem that there is no solution to your problems, that you have too little support, that you have a strong urge to escape a challenging situation. Okay? So you might feel like you're free falling. And that's what we talked about. So if that's what you're feeling in your life or in a situation in your life right now, the message they want to get across to you to help you shift through this time, situation, belief system, feelings, whatever it is to start to believe, okay? Believe in the power of your belief, okay? So there's a saying, what we perceive, we believe, and what we believe, we receive. So it starts with your perception of everything. And that's why this gratitude card is here. So life is one big continuous circle of giving and receiving energy. Be thankful for who and what is in your life instead of complaining about what you don't have. If you focus on gratitude, you'll start to attract prosperity and abundance. All right, so this is saying very clearly that if you start to focus on gratitude and your perception is from a place of gratitude, you will shift and start to attract prosperity and abundance and the solutions to whatever issues you have into your life, okay? So when you perceive from a place of gratitude, you start to believe that you have lots to be grateful for, and then you can receive all that you're being grateful for, okay? If that makes sense to you. And that's how you attract prosperity and abundance into your life and shift this feeling of that you're free falling, you're not supported, you're out of control, you have no, guidance or connection or love or support, whatever it is that you're feeling, okay? At any particular time in this particular situation or just in general in life, okay? And then the breathe. Breathe. You might want to do some yoga. You might want to do some breath. I think it's called box breathing. There's a method. Just Google it or just take deep breaths in and out. Just breathe, okay? And connect to yourself. When you breathe, you connect to yourself. You connect to the divine. You connect to the universe. You connect to all, okay? And then that will help you. I'm kind of going to go backwards. So when you breathe, take time to breathe. That'll help you get into this place of feeling grateful and expressing gratitude, which will help you get into this place of believing. Okay, that's how I see it working. All right. The gold cards want to say something about this now. What do the gold cards want to say to us? To my pile number 1. Okay, so some of you keep getting the study card, okay? That there's something you need to study. And that's going to transform things quickly for you when you study whatever it is that you need to study. Okay, so some of you keep getting this over and over again. You might be getting this for the first time, but this is part of this message that, so you feel like you're free falling, you feel like you have no guidance, no direction, etc. They're saying there's something you need to study. Now you might say, well, tell me what it is that I need to study. Right? Okay, so that's where these cards are coming in. I hear. Get these cards. See if they're willing to give you any guidance about what it is that you need to study today that will help you with all of this. Okay? What is it that they want you to study? Energy healing. Your natural energy healing abilities are an important part of your life purpose. Okay. So they want you to study something that is involved with energy healing. Remember I said you might want to Google it and look up some kind of breath work. It could be just as simple as that, some breath work. It could be Reiki. It could be shamanism. It could be card reading. It could be anything that has to do with energy healing, okay? It could be, a more religious path because, there might be some courses or some guidance there within your religion if you're a religious person. It doesn't necessarily have to look like the typical things. It could be a self-learning, energy healing. It could be spiritual response therapy. There's so many. I mean, Google energy healing and you'll see something will resonate with you, okay? I'm not here to tell you what to do, just give you the guidance that they're giving you. And, you have free will. It's your choice. So whatever Google energy healing and see what pops out for you. All right. Okay, that is your guidance today. That is your message. I hope it helps in some way and brings some clarity to you. And it's definitely around energy healing. And it could be, I've said this before, like art therapy can be energy healing. Anything can be energy healing. Music, it can be energy healing. There's so many things, okay? So what resonates with you, okay? That helps you heal your energy, first and foremost, all right, is what they want you to explore, is what I hear, okay? And I hear one last thing that they want to say. This free-falling image that's here, we hear it all the time, people who parachute, right? Who jump out of planes and parachute. That first 30 seconds or whatever it is, however, I don't know if it's 30 seconds, who knows? But that's what came. That first few seconds of free-falling is like the most exhilarating, right? So there's still a purpose in this free-falling when you're exhilarated. And that's when you feel the most free, right? People say, oh my God, I felt so free. It felt amazing, etc. And it's called free-falling for a reason. So it's related, they're wanting to relate it to your free will, okay? The reason why you might feel you're free falling is because you have free will. You are free. You're a completely free human being, free to choose whatever you want to choose, right? But what they want to tell you is there is a safety net. There is a parachute. They are your parachute. They are your safety net. They are not in this dream. Most people report never landing, never, or if they land, they wake up. Like they don't die from this, right? They don't, they wake up from the dream to tell us about it, obviously. So that's the point. You're not, when you're free falling, they're saying enjoy the freedom. Okay, so gratitude comes back to gratitude. Have gratitude for this part of the journey where you're free falling, where you're free, you're completely free of all limitation, right? That's what they want you to recognize. So yes, they know you want guidance. Yes, they know you want to start moving forward and all of that kind of stuff. But don't negate this part of the experience, because it's a beautiful, wonderful part of the exhilarating part of the experience that inspires you to act on your free will, because you have experienced the freedom of the free will. Okay? They just wanted me to say that quickly. All right, now you can go have a great day. Okay, bye-bye. I'm going to move on to my next part now. Okay, my pile number 2s. As I mentioned, this is a little bit different today. This is a dream card, and this represents a dream that a lot of us have had in our lifetime. Sometimes it's a recurring dream. You may have had this dream, or you might have just been attracted to this card. Okay. Typically, the dream means that you feel a little out of control, that you don't have a good grip on the steering wheel of your life, etc., etc. What we're going to explore today is why you might be attracted to this card, why you might be having this dream, why you might be having this dream repeatedly, and what your guides are trying to tell you with this symbolism, okay? And what they want to say to you. Through this symbolism, either in your dreams or just in this card today. But yeah, and how to shift this feeling of not being in the driver's seat of your own life. Okay, here we go. Synchronicity. Are you noticing the signs of synchronicity that the spirit world has been sending to you at this time? People and situations in your life are not just happening or appearing by coincidence. In reality, they're being guided to you from the spirit world to help you for a specific reason. Okay, so what this is saying to me is that everything might seem random to you at this time, and you might think that you're not in the driver's seat and steering, and directing your life, but you are, and so is the spirit world. You are doing it in conjunction with the spirit world, and they are supporting you, and they are guiding you, and they are directing you, and you are guiding and directing yourself, and drawing and attracting what is needed in order to help you. Okay, and yeah, so even if it all seems random and chaotic, because it's very chaotic if we don't have control of the car. Yeah, it's not, is what they're saying. And this is important to remember. In the dream world, the vehicle represents your body. So it represents your physical journey here, right? So if you're feeling a little like, not fully in control of it. They're saying you are, and you are being guided and guiding yourself, and they are guiding you, and you're working together. You know, and pay attention to the synchronicities. It's not coincidences, okay? And look at this. A child's love. The love between a parent and a child is one of the most precious and deep connections we make during our time on earth. Children start out as a part of us, and from their first cries, they establish themselves as the biggest part of our hearts. This tells me that it might be, for some of you, it's not your journey you're not feeling you have control over. It's your child's. So some of you may have children. This might not be the case for some of you, but some of you may have children and it's making you feel a little out of control, which they do, right? I don't have children myself, but I've heard it from lots of people. So for some of you, I hear that is what's going on with you, and they want to just acknowledge that. Okay, and then next card, forgiveness. And look, it looks like a mother with a child again. So for some of you, this is really important. It's about your children. Holding on to resentment and anger is preventing or even suffocating your spiritual growth. Resentment is one of the strongest and most damaging of human emotions. The act of forgiveness in its own right is equally incredibly powerful, and it has the capacity to heal and transform. So what this is saying to me is forgive yourself, forgive your child if that's the case, forgive others in your life, whoever it is, okay? Because forgiveness is letting go of anger and resentment toward, okay? So that's what this tells you here specifically. Holding on to resentment and anger is preventing or even suffocating your spiritual growth. We have to remember that forgiveness is simply letting go of the anger and resentment toward. It has nothing to do with absolution. It has nothing to do with letting people off the hook and not holding them accountable. That is not forgiveness. Forgiveness is letting go of the resentment and anger toward. Okay, so if you're holding on to any anger and resentment toward yourself, regarding anything around your children specifically, or your child regarding anything around them, and their way that they're living their lives or the choices they're making or any of that, let go of it, okay? That's what I'm hearing. Okay, it might not be children for some of you, it might be other people, but for some of you, it's definitely your child, okay? Your child has free will, as do you, okay? So they want you to know that. And but they're helping you. They're sending the people and the situations and whatever you need to support you through this, okay? And look at that. Oh, you couldn't get a better card. The Chariot. The Chariot tells us that you are taking the wheel. Okay, that's what the Chariot says. First of all, 7 is spirituality. This is mental clarity. So you're having a mental clarity. You will have the synchronicity. They're sending you everything you need to get this clarity around all of it. Okay, to get the clarity around free will, around how this all works, okay, is what I'm hearing. The answers you seek, okay, the guidance you seek, all of that is coming, okay, and you are taking the wheel. The Chariot says you are taking the wheel. So you're feeling like you're not taking the wheel. Now they're saying, or that you had, the wheel's been out of your reach, out of your control, whatever. Someone else had their hands on the wheel, etc. They're telling you that you have your hands on the wheel of your life, but your life, not your child's life. They have their hands on the wheel of their life, but their guides are with them. So don't panic. They have their own spirit team. They have their own free will, and they have their own journey. Okay. You have your spirit team, your free will, and your journey, and that is yours to take the wheel. Okay. That's what they're saying. Okay. I want to see if this other card that came out with it was meant to come out, or if it was just this card. Yeah, no, this card I didn't think was there. It was just this card that was meant to come out. Okay, so they're telling you, you have your hands on your wheel of your life, okay? And others have the hand on their wheel of their life. So forgive and let go of any resentment or anger you have about not having your hands on the wheel of anyone else's life, okay? Or anyone else not having the hands on the wheel of your life, okay? So this is important. Free will is very important. to understand. These are the things you're going to come to understand. We all have it. We all have our own spirit team. We all have our own journeys, and we all have our hands on the wheel of our life, not anyone else's. Okay, that's what's coming very clear for this reading. So they want you to be very clear about that. Is there another card? It's blue. The blue deck has one more thing to say to you. Okay, let's see what they say with the blue cards. And again, it doesn't have to just be children. It could be anybody, your family members, your spouse, whoever, your significant other. But what I'm hearing now is that when we try to have our hands on the wheel of their life, we're treating them like a child. And we treat children like they don't have free will or guidance or direction, but they do. And like they don't have their own journey, but they do. So, yeah. We might be treating ourselves like that. We may be treating, so you could be doing this to a child in your life, you could be doing this to yourself, or you could be doing this to anybody. But the whole point of it is that, you know, you're coming to the realization that really the only person who has the wheel, their hands on the wheel of your life is you. And the only person that you can have the hands is you. And that you actually do, right? You do have your hands on the wheel of your life, and that's important for you to know, even if you feel like you don't. And the reason I hear you feel like you don't is because you think because you can't control everybody's life around you, you don't have control of your life. But that's not what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be only paying attention to your, well, not only paying attention to your life, but only taking charge of your own life, okay? And then this card is here to affirm that they are working with you. This is two, which is partnership. This is cups and hearts, which is love. Okay, love and spirituality. So this is partnership in love and spirituality. So it could be with any of these people. You're in partnership in love and spirituality with them. It can be with your spirit team here, and I see with your spirit team here because this is the temperance card, and the temperance card shows clearly this angel pouring blessings from the spirit world into your cup here in the physical world. So they are sending you these things. They want you to know you are supported. Okay, you are supported, you are guided, you are helped, you are assisted every step of the way. You have the wheel. You are in charge of your own life. You have free will, but they are here supporting you at all times. And the same goes for everybody else. Okay, that's what they want you to know. That they are, this is just how it works, okay? That's what they want you to know. All right, we'll leave it there. I hear, and move on to our next pile, and I hope that helped in some way, and you go have a great day now. Bye-bye. All right, pile number 3, this was the card you chose. Okay, so as I mentioned, this is a little bit different. These are dream interpretation cards, so there's a specific meaning that goes with this card within the dream interpretation world, but we're here to see what the guides want to say about either you having this recurring dream, or having this dream even once, or maybe you have this dream repeatedly, or just your attraction to this card, okay? So in the dream world, this card represents paralysis. This card represents you being stuck and unable to move forward or backward. You're stuck in this paralysis. The spiral is a wonderful image, and some of you might see it as I'm seeing it right now as you're moving up in it because of the way the feet are pointed or whatever, and you're moving up, and that's fantastic. And maybe that's why you were drawn to the card, and because you want to move up, you want to ascend, you want to move forward, you want to do all of those things. But what this card is indicating is paralysis, and that you might be stuck and wondering how you can get unstuck. Okay, because when you have that dream paralysis dream, that's what it indicates. There's some part of your life where you're feeling a little stuck. Okay, so let's see what the spirit world wants to say to you about that. Okay, first card that jumped out. Love is the foundation of your existence, and you're just as worthy of receiving as you are of giving love and compassion. While love can be a beautiful emotion, it is equally a form of energy that propels you through life. Okay, so this is a hint, right? Love is what propels you through life. Okay, love is what gets you unstuck. Love is what helps you ascend, helps you move forward in life. Okay, that's what they're saying with that card. Let's see what else they want to say. Is it both of these cards or just one of these cards? Whoops. Let's see. It's not that one, so it must be this one that wanted to come out. Okay, so let's see. Oh, breathe. Look at that. Okay, breathing helps you move forward in life. Yes, absolutely. The breath is the vital bridge between your body and soul. It's the connection between the inside and the outside, connecting you to the universe, spirit, and the divine source. The breath permeates your entire being with prana, which is the same life-giving force that nourishes everything in the universe. Okay, so breath is super important. I've said this before to you guys and to others. You know, when I connect with the spirit world, I take a lot of deep breaths in and out, and it helps me connect. And so I know this is true. I haven't studied it. I haven't done any techniques. You know, I just recently started doing yoga on a regular basis, and they're always talking about the breath. I'm a bit of a shallow breather on a regular basis, but when I want to connect, I take a deep breath in and a deep breath out, and I've done that instinctively all my life. So yeah, and you know, I probably should look at learning some techniques, but as we all should probably. But breath is super important. So love and breath. Okay, they're showing us some keys to how we manage to get unstuck, how we unstick ourselves. And in Reiki, we often use the breath to unstick things. Okay, so very interesting. And then energy. We move energy with the breath. So we can move energy. Love is a form of energy that propels you forward in life. We can move energy with the breath. Okay, and then here's this next card, receive. You're a kind and loving soul who constantly reaches out and gives to others. But now it's time for you to learn how to graciously receive. Just as with the ebb and flow of the tides, the art of giving and receiving is the natural law and order of the universe. Look at that, and it talks about that here. Love is the foundation of your existence, and you're just as worthy of receiving as you are of giving love and compassion. Okay, so these two cards together. Okay, there we go with a deep breath. These two cards together tell me, sometimes it might be just because I'm talking so fast, but anyway, these two cards together tell me that you are a person who is wanting to move forward and wanting to start receiving, okay? That you've been giving for a lot of your life, and your guides are opening you up to receiving. So that's the stuck energy they want to help you move through, this being paralyzed in this giving only state. Okay, so they want you to remember, love is what propels you forward. You are just as worthy of receiving it as you are of giving it. Breathe. It connects you, okay, to yourself, to others, to the universe. Okay, breathe. Move that energy with your breath and receive. So love, breathe, and receive. What great advice is that? And, you know, I always say this, like the tides ebb and flow. The art of giving and receiving is natural law and order of the universe. That's exactly it. You know, everybody understands that the tides have to go out and come back in. That's the giving and the receiving. That's the natural law of the universe. You can't just be giving. You can't just be putting the tides out. The tide has to come back in at some point, okay? That's what they're saying. Okay, so the blue cards for you want to speak. Blue cards are the receiving energy. So let's see. Because the moon, the divine feminine. Let's see what they have to say. Whoa. Okay. Let's see what they have to say. Is it all these cards or just some of them? Or any of them, actually. They might have just been my bad shuffling that resulted in this. Let's see. Not that card. 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 And not that card. Yep. So it was my bad shuffling. Let's shuffle them more. It'll be a lot more clear when one jumps out or two jumps out. Often when a bunch of them jump out, it's not as clear, right? Oh, look at that. Okay. Wow, look at that. Okay, I don't know if this card is meant to be yet, so we'll see. But new beginnings. This is the Fool card, okay? This is new beginnings. The Fool is not a bad thing. The Fool is a clean slate, starting over, with a childlike fearlessness and carefreeness. You know, you're not jaded by life anymore. That's the clean slate. You're starting a brand new journey with a brand new pair of eyes. Look at those eyes. And a brand new view on life, okay? And fearless and carefree and just going for it. And yeah, it's a great place to be. That's a great place to be. So that's where they want you to be. So when you shift through this stuck energy of only giving to this new energy of giving and receiving and understanding the balance of the universe and the natural law and order of the universe, you'll be this Fool starting a whole new journey here. So whatever's happened in the past, forget about it. It's in the past. You're starting a whole new, brand new journey. And look at that change on the physical world. Change on the physical world will be the result. And this is the Hierophant, okay? This is the Hierophant. You will be wise. Your third eye will be open. You'll be receiving not just financially and on the material world, you'll be receiving messages and guidance and clarity. You will have the keys to life, okay? When you understand this balance of the universe, law and order of the natural law and order of the universe, yeah, you'll have the keys to life. You'll have the wisdom, the authority, the experience, all of it. Whatever's happened in the past is what's given you the experience to come. So this is you're not naive, okay? When you're being this, that's why the Fool is not a bad card. You're not naive. You have experience. You have the experience of life, but it's a brand new, fresh start, and you're choosing to see life in a new way, okay? With these new eyes, with this fearlessness and carefreeness that a child might have, okay? But not the naivety. You have the wisdom here. You are the Hierophant. This is instead of coming in just naive with no experience and not knowing what to expect and having that naivety that gives you the, that boldness and fearlessness and carefreeness that we have in our youth, that some might call foolish. You're not that. You are choosing it this time around. You're choosing, okay? You're consciously choosing to go into this next phase of your journey this way. But you have all of this wisdom with you, okay? That you're carrying with you. Now the giving cards, the giving energy, the Sun, the Divine Masculine cards want to speak, because we need to balance between the giving and the receiving, right? Because that's what we're understanding here. That's how we're going to move forward from this paralysis place that we've been in. So let's see what they want to say. Are these the cards? There's 3 here. I was only expecting 2. So let's see what they say. Are these the cards? This one is. This one is not. And this one is not. Okay. So these 2 are going to be put to the side. And what is this one? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Is this card to be reversed? Is this card to be reversed? No. Is it to be upright? Yes. Okay, good. I wasn't sure if I picked it up the right way. So this card with the Hierophant beside it tells me that you are about to receive the secrets of the universe. This is the secrets of the universe, okay? And 7 is the seeker and etc. And this is emotional, spiritual. So you are about to receive and understand the secrets of the universe, which is this natural law and order of the universe. The art of giving and receiving is the natural law and order of the universe. You're coming to understand that, okay? That's what this is telling me. This is the secrets of the universe. And that's why I didn't know if it was reversed, or because sometimes I see it as over like this, that I know that the secrets are being revealed. But I heard it didn't matter this time. It's still, the message was that the secrets are being revealed. This last cup that you've been seeking, this last cup that you've been wanting to understand, this last piece of the puzzle for you, because of the Hierophant card beside it, it's you're getting it. That's what this is about. Okay, this is what's going to unstick you and help you move forward. And I keep hearing ascend. Okay, I don't really. Ascend means to rise above, okay? So to rise above your physical conditions, above the limitations is what I'm hearing that you've placed on yourself until now. Okay, that's what it means. Okay, and there's one last card. from the gold. And I know that because they want me to balance these cards so you can see the giving and receiving are equal. They don't want it to be, and I heard cut the cards, so I'm doing that. All right. Ah, look at that. Yeah, there we go. The Magician card. Beautiful. So you have the Hierophant and the Magician. So the Magician, first of all, the King of Wands is the King of Wands. He's all about moving forward. So that's fantastic, right? Because this is what you want to do here. You want to move forward. And he's all about knowing how to move forward in life and etc. But this is also the Magician card in this deck. And the Magician knows the secrets of the universe that I was, and knows how to manifest and how to transform and transmute energy. As a result, this breathing is the transmutation of energy as well, right? So yeah, this is, they're telling you, yeah, this is very clear. You are starting over with a clean slate, with fearlessness and carefreeness, but not naivety. You understand all of it now. When you understand this giving and receiving is the art of giving and receiving is the natural law and order of the universe, and that you need to open yourself to receiving. You can't just be stuck in this giving place, and you allow all of this. Yeah, look at it. You're the Hierophant, you're the Magician, and the Hierophant and the Magician know that love, breathing, and receiving are what makes the world turn, okay? Giving and receiving, loving, which is giving and receiving to yourself and to others. It's always perfectly balanced, okay? The universe is balanced. All right? And that's what you're coming to understand. That's it. That's what I have for you today. I hope this all makes some sense to you. And if it doesn't yet, it will soon. And you guys go have a fantastic day. All right. Bye-bye.